Welcome back to Cure for the Common Game. Today in deck number 1009, we're going to talk about Ureni. Sure, the song Unending. Now, for the low price of 8 mana, 5, a green, blue, and a red, we get a 10/10 flying, pro-white, and pro-black. Now, if that don't make the senses tickle. When Ureni enters, it deals X damage divided as you choose among any number of target creatures and or walkers your opponents control, where X is the number of lands you control. So we obviously want to ramp this dragon out as fast as possible, and we want to do it using lands. Now, I would love to have a Warstorm Surge in the deck. If y'all have got one, run it. I did not have one. I'm looking for one. This deck is where the next Warstorm Surge I have will go. It'll take the place of, I don't know, anything, something. But, anyway. Pro-white and pro-black, 10/10 flyer. Oh. Protection from the two biggest removal colors. Okay. Anyway, let's look at our... well, I have two kinds of ramp here. I have 5 artifacts, but all the rest is land ramp. So we've got a Soul Ring, Wayfarer's Bauble, Arcane Signet, Chromatic Lantern, and Solemn Simulacrum. While not ramp, I do have the Prismatic Omen. We are playing 3 colors, so it does bear mentioning. You know what I'm saying? So let's look at our ramp. We have Tempest Discovery. I still haven't done that video yet. I love this card. Farseek is going to go get us a non-forest. Veteran Explorer, we want to die. Yes, it helps everybody, but we're getting a pretty decent bonus for our having lands. Cultivate, Beanstalk Giant, Kodamas Reach, Rampant Growth, Encroaching Dragonstorm. Now, this one is new. I love these new storms. Enchantment enters, search your library for 2 basic lands, put them on battlefield tapped. When a dragon you control enters, return this enchantment to its owner's hand. So, you'll get to do this again, because you're going to, more than likely cast this before you cast your commander. Or, since we are ramping up lands, the Dragon Master Outcast, making dragon tokens, that seems like a good thing. But anyway, back to the ramp. Flare of Cultivation, Nature's Lore, Explosive Vegetation, Sky Shroud Claim, Map the Frontier, Grow from the Ashes, Burnished Heart, Secure Tribe Elder, and the Big Daddy, Reshape the Earth. Now, there are some land ramps that put things in the graveyard. Harrow, Innis Restoration, I'm sure I've skipped a couple. But then we also have lands that put themselves into the graveyard. The cycle lands, the Desert of the Fervent, Mindful, Forgotten Cave, Ash Barrens, kind of somewhat cycles, Slippery Karst. But then we have stuff like Myriad Landscape, Terramorphic Evolving, that put themselves into the yard, as does the Misty Rainforest. Gemstone Mine will eventually put itself into the yard, and Lotus Field puts other lands into the yard. I wanted to show y'all that before I showed you like the Ramanop Excavator, Splendid Reclamation, Crucible of Worlds, things like that. Sadly, the deck does need an Azusa. I do not have one to put in there. Anyway, card draw. The Rolling Dragonstorm, the blue one. You draw 2 cards, dragon enters, pops back to your hand. Sweet. So, Thrill of Possibility, Harmonize, and of course the Return to Wildspeaker draws us 10. Yeah, okay. Now, we are doing some cool landfall things. And off the back of the card draw, we'll throw Tatiova out there. So, play a land, draw a card. Seems pretty good. Avenger of Zendikar. Ancient Greed Warden's going to you know, double your landfall effects in the new Mossborn Hydra. Got some other goodies here. The Conjurer's Closet, so that we can blink out the commander at end of turn to get another ETB on it. So, yeah. Deadeye Navigator, Deadeye Navigator with the commander is pretty much just board control. It most definitely is crowd control, because let's be real, it's you just keep everything dead. We have the red dragon. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, make a dragon. All right, okay. Because y'all saw the instant sorceries. There's much more to come. Extravagant replication. Token that's a copy during the upkeep. That's nice. Balefire Dragon. Deals that much damage to each creature that player controls. Cultivator Colossus. The Black Blade Reforged is it's a great for land. It's great for any deck, but for land ramp, it's perfect. Especially when our commander's so big anyway, right? Swiftfoot Boots is going to protect him. Chandra's Ignition. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to each other creature and each opponent. With the sword on the commander, this can be kill shots. I mean, it can be. Temporal Manipulation, because there is, honestly, because this one's damaged. And so, hey, take an extra turn with a big guy. But I really, Reap the Past. This is the first deck I think I've put Reap the Past in. Return X cards at random from your graveyard to your hand. So the idea here is X being all of them, so that you don't have to worry about randomization. And then exile this. Now we have our removal suite. Negate, just in case somebody tries to come at it. I didn't want to use the double blue counters, because in a 3-color deck that's kind of difficult to always make happen. So negate kind of fits. Pyroclasm to kill the little things, of course, return to nature and decimate. Vandal Blast is beautiful. Blasphemous Act. Blasphemous Act almost doesn't kill our commander. 3 more damage, so make it bigger, it will. But let's look at, I guess that brings us to our non-basic. Well, we've rolled through this one pretty quick, haven't we? The Command Tower, Tangled Islet, Yavimaya Coast, Wooded Ridgeline, Kessig Wolf Run. Great in a ramp deck. I mean, because you can just get there with commander damage or whatever. From a few days ago, you remember from other people's combat steps. Rogue's Passage. Why not make your commander unblockable? It's big. Cinderglade, Sheltered Thicket, Path of Ancestry, Exotic Orchard. And that is it. I haven't had a chance to play this one. It's like I said, it's probably not in its final form. It certainly could be a lot more focused, but I like it. That being said, that is all we have for today. So we are going to shuffle and cut.